this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And the 2-2. Hammered, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
He went up there and got it with two.
Now Correa up to hit. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. Here's the throw. Save. In comes the run from second. First and second, one out. James Outman stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 on, 1 out. That's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast.
Digging in, Anthony Volpe. The 0-1. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. So he blasts one out the other way. And they had a run. It's 6-1. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Ball. Fried, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there, just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge under it. And there's one down. James Outman digs in now. 1-2 here. High fly ball, right field. Lamb in position. And there's one away. Lamb steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
And he dives back in safely.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses.
That's inside.
Throw to second. Save.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most. Now this one gets through. Lamb around third. The tag, and he's safe. It's 7-3. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. And there's 2 away. Now here is Ben Rice. 2-2. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Lamb in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon, and strike two. Next pitch is downstairs. That one missing inside. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Runner at first with two away. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kazuma Okamoto. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch outside. Throw there. He made it. Safe.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Graham Ashcraft, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Diaz getting cranked up as well. That's misses. Ball three. In the air, right field. Judge gets under it. And that is that. So two down, and here is Cody Bellinger. Base hit. So the tying run reaches with two away.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
Oh, look at the stop. Looks to second, that's one. What a double play that one. Back in the Bronx, on to extra innings. Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit. This to third. Fires over to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's two down. Here comes the skipper. Go-ahead run on base. Bo Naylor at the plate now. On the ground, right side. Rice. The underhand flip. Nicely done for the out. Guardian. First and second, one out. Luis Torrens, the next to hit. 2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Here comes Bohm around third. Here comes the throw. Tag. Got him on the tag. They cut down the winning run, and we will play on.
You really can't argue too much with them sending him home, trying to win this ball game in extra innings. Get back into the clubhouse, get something to eat, get some rest. But great defense right there keeps this game alive. That is a big-time play.
So 2 down, and next for New York, Ben Rice. In the air, left field. Brings it in, and that is the third out. 2 outs, runner on first. So in now for Cleveland, Charlie Lamb. Runner on the move. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And first offering is fouled off. The Guardians trying to break this one open. We are in the 11th. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. So runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Lau stepping in now for the Yankees. Bounce to the right. Bazzana. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians take the season opener and move to 1-0. Lamb did a good job in the win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Lamb steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Outman under it. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Guardians 1. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's going back. Back some more. And it is gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
On the line, base hit.
He went up there.
So 2 down. Lau at the plate. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well. Up against the wall and brings it in. 1 down. Alec Bohm stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Go ahead run on base. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. High fly ball right field. Lamb under this one. That's out number 2. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. James Outman stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, right field. Lamb should have this one. And there's one down. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You know, these Guardians need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Find the ball,
Volpe.
find the ball, find the ball.
To first, 1 out. A key out to start the 7th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Lamb in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Yo 1. Raced into left. That's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And that one is downstairs. Yeah, that's ball 2. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over. Lamb with an unremarkable performance in the loss.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
1 out. Runner at second. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing at all.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Cut on and missed at 101. And the count 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Lamb takes it in for the out. So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Brandon Lowe. Man at second. In the air, right field. And that is that. 1 down. Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Jones. That's a hit. And the tying run is on base. Lamb, an all-star a season ago, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the man at first with one gone. Now Brandon Lowe. 2-2. High fly ball right field. Lamb has a beat on it, and there's two down. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Lined into left center. Base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Out towards right center field. Judge on his way over. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So two away with runners at the corners.
The left fielder,
Laureano comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him. 2 outs, runner at first. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Back now in the Bronx. On to the bottom of the 8th. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. The 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Lamb under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Brandon Lowe now at the plate. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The Yanks down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a game to forget.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. Man at first, one away. And that one fouled off. Here's your 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Second and third, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he dodges that fastball. Okamoto at third. Lamb over at second with 1 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Ramon Laureano. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
That one fouled hard the other way. Cleveland up a run, looking for more.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fights it off, you'll see another. Swing and a pop-up. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 1-2. And there's a base hit to right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it. Everson Pereira steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Going, gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 4-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
In the air, right field, Lamb gets under it, and there's 2 away. Here's Josh Young. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and sends a rocket to right. That is the inning. Down in
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Young to second, double play. Well, he can't seem to break. Back here on the south side, set for the last half of the 7th. Jarren Duran steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball, right field. Lamb moving under it. 1 away.
Maybe.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Maidroff. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Here on the south side, all set to start the 9th in this one. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. This one in the air. Murakami settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. So 2 down. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. 1 strike away. In the air, left field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take this one in a blowout. Lamb played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. On the ground to the left, and that chance handled. They take the force out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Munetaka Murakami. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. So 2 down. Here's Josh Young. And that one ripped into right. That is the inning. We play. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Lamb in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Fought off foul. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. The Guardians trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. And it remains 2-2. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Lamb digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
And there's 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Lamb stepping in now, down 1, tying run in scoring position, and a hitter who's not shy about the spotlight.
Yeah, he's been clutching these spots before. His dugout wouldn't mind seeing a big swing of the bat here, Boog.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That one in the dirt and gets away to third. Tag save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Outside low. Ball 3. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The White Sox trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. On the warning track, and hauls it in. So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Rips one to right. Base hit. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out. And
stepping up for the Guardians, Ha-Sung Kim. Taylor looking for his first save of the year. This one popped up. My draw under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Lamb had a rough go of it in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have.
So 2 down. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground to third. Young. Fires across the diamond. That ends the frame. First and second, 1 out. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air, right field, Lamb. Moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Now batting Jarren Duran. High fly ball, right field. Lamb has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one way outside. Ball 1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one missing inside. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. One run across. Mullins headed home. In to score from first to second, but he beats the throw. Save. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Ball 1.
Action in the pen down there. Anthony Kay, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Baroa getting cranked up as well. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Base hit into the outfield. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. Back at right field, bottom of the inning, Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's 1 down. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
That one fouled off. That's a base hit.
You're here.
And they put the tag on him for the out. 1 down. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. In the air, right field. Lamb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball, right field. Lamb ranging back. And that is that. 1 down. And up next for Cleveland, Charlie Lamb. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Oh, man, you smoked that one. Good job.
3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Back.
Now a quick throw to first. And he's back in there. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
High fly ball down the left field line. Durant going back on this one. Whips on it. That one's down. Man at second. And that one goes straight to the backstop.
Slide.
Throw comes into third. He's in there. Oh, and this one gets away. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Charlie Lamb. First pitch swinging.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Whoa, over his head to the backstop. Mullins up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job.
Got him swinging. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Collected 3 hits and drove in a pair of runs.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kobe Mayo.
16, Kobe Mayo.
The 0-2. And a base hit right there. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ball.
2 outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One down. Here's Juan Yepes. Rips one to right. And there's two away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
In the air, right field. Two away. Lamb getting the start in right. He made his major league debut when he was 19 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2025. Okamoto, the runner at first with two gone. This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. Back here in Cleveland. And now the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. High fly ball, right field. Lamb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Lamb starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
Ball, that's outside.
Lamb, a former Gold Glove winner, just 21 years old. And he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Ripped to right. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
That's the ball.
In the dirt. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Number 30, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Pickoff move to second. Lamb dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. Samuel Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air, right field. Lamb under it. He makes the grab, and there's two away. One down. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He went up.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. The 0-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. The tag, and he's out. And they cut down the tying run. Lamb steps in, two down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says yes, chef.
On the ground to the left.
Come on, D.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dylan Beavers, the next to hit for the Orioles. Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. Puts the tag on him and hits a double play. Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. One strike away. This to third. Nice grab. Fires to first. And this one is over. What a play to end the game. Lamb had a decent showing in the loss.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Lamb locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boo.
Right back to him on the mound. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. No outs, runners at first and second. Swings through that one for strike one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Caught him looking for the K. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that is out of play. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Stays alive. The 0-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Man on second, 2 down.
That's a really good take.
On the ground to third. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. So 2 down. Rowdy Tellez, the next to hit. And a payoff pitch. That one ripped. And it stays fair. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Here in Cleveland, we go to the 8th. Ian Happ digs in now. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Samuel Basallo. Now the 0-1. Line drive. Brings it in. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
To short, could be 2. Here's Holiday for 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. Big spot here, bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. In the air, right field, Beavers going back on this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Lamb had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better.
So 2 down. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians.
Let's go, Lamb.
Hit hard, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Right there for a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Fastball almost got him there. It's a strikeout. Guardians strand a couple, and it remains. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Inside, ball.
Foul ball there. This one in the air, center field. Bradfield should have this one down. And now it's Juan Yepes. The 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Lamb settles under it. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. The throw home. Safe. He beat the tag. And they lead by 2. Lamb steps in. Team still looking for that first run today.
Yeah, this is where leadership shows up. Not just the big swings, but quality at bats. You know, these Guardians just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
In the air, right field. Beavers in position, and there's one down.
It's frustrating for these hitters because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
Back to right. Lamb under it. One away. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Samuel Basallo. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. One up, one down. Lamb digging in now. Nothing cooking this inning, but they've still got a shot with 2 away.
Yeah, that's all it takes, Boog. One swing, one base runner, and suddenly it's game on.
On the ground.
That's foul.
And it goes just foul.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Throw off the mark, and he's in there.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Base hit left field. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Here's the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Lamb digging in. Big time pitcher, so he better have a plan, Singy. Otherwise, it's a short trip.
Yeah, Boogie's just got to pick a pitch and go. No guessing, no hesitation.
Out number 2. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. So the tying run at second. What a stop. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game. Lamb with a nice showing despite the loss.
Oh, Boog, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Even in defeat, he can hold his head high.
Charlie Lamb is getting one down, and now the Twins catcher. High fly ball right field. Lamb should have this one. And there's 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Charlie Lamb. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Double play ball to second.
Come on, get here,
To Lee. To Walker. And
He's
that's 2.
out.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Lamb going back, and he brings it into the warning track. It's softly on the ground to third. Slings it across, and that is the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins, Alexis Hernandez. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Lamb now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. On the ground out to short. Lee slings to first in time. Bottom half of the 9th, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. Stepping up for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb gets him to chase after that one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But so
got him swinging for the strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Out of here. His first homer of the year. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. 2 down, nobody on. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
There's a guy right there.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Maton is just 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Walker. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
Charlie Lamb will hit next.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. This one in the air, center field. Mendez settles under it. 2 away now. Back now at Progressive Field. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now for the Twins, number 16. In the air, right field. Lamb has a beat on it. 1 down. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Lamb not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And next for Minnesota, Alexis Hernandez. Lined into right. 2 down. 1 down. And now the right fielder. In the air, right field. Lamb takes it in for the out. 2 away. So up next for Minnesota, Hendry Mendez. In the air, right field. Lamb settles underneath it, and that is that. Lamb locks in another RBI chance after a rough outing at the plate. Can erase all that right here.
Well, you got to stay locked in, Boog, and you know what? Sometimes the 5th time's the charm.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Up the middle. Canal flips it. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Now the third baseman. The Twins down to their final strike. In the air, left field. Laureano gets under it, and that'll do it. The Guardians take this one in a blowout. Lamb had a rough go of it in this game.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
1 down. Alexis Hernandez, the next Twin up to hit. In the air, right field. Lamb under it, and there are 2 down. So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. The 0-1. And that one hammered. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Charlie Lamb at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Ball.
Cole, 38 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Runner on the go. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Lamb on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Line drive, base hit. Okamoto around third. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
In the air, right side. Lamb drifts towards it, and a quick out, number 1.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Popped in the air, left side. And that'll do it. 1 down. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after.
Digging in, Alexis Hernandez. The Twins down to their final strike. Into center and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the...
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit. Ball to strike. Left field. And it falls. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard.
And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. This could end it. Foul ball, still 0-2. Next to hit, Walker Jenkins. Two on, 2 outs. And that one ripped to left. He dives, but he can't make the catch. 1 run across, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there.
So up next, Denzel Clark. 1 strike away. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 run is in. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. That finishes the evening's action.
Well, exciting finish, but also a questionable decision to send the runner. That run isn't a decider, tying the game or putting your team ahead. So scratching my head a little bit as to why they sent him. But ultimately a great play, and this is what you come to the ballpark for each and every game.
Just about to get started. Luke Keishel now at the plate.
Number 50, Luke Keishel.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lamb stepping in. Pressure's on. 1 swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Quick move to first. Lamb back in on the dive. Manzardo throws right, bats left. 28 years old, and he's one of the few major league players born in Idaho. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead. So up next for Minnesota, Rafael Marchand. And now the 0-1. In the air, right field. And there's 2 away. Here in Cleveland, and now for the Twins, Angel Henao. Well struck, right field, back there. Bangs off the wall. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. He's in there. One down. Walker Jenkins, the next twin up to hit. High fly ball, right field. Lamb moving under it. 2 down. And now it's Christian Walker. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. To the warning track, makes the catch. Lamb digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yep, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
Ground ball right side.
Run out.
That ends the frame.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Got him. 2 away.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
The 0-1.
Ball.
Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Way out front for strike 2.
Ball.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside with a breaking ball. Sets him down on strikes. Some high cheese for strike 3. Lamb wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. So runner at second, 2 down. Rafael Marchand, the next twin up to hit. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-4. So runner at second, 2 down. Kazuma Okamoto digs in for the Guardians. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb did well despite the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Charlie Lamb, the star. So up next, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Ball 1 there.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bad.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and it hits off the monster. Coming around third is Torkelson. The relay throw. He's safe. We're tied at 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
1 out, the runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air to left center. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 down. Ha-Sung Kim digs in for the Guardians. Hard hit right side. Meyer to first, and that's the third out. First and second, one out. Seager stands in now. 2 on, 1 out. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Lamb on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Sean Murphy. High fly ball, right field. And there's 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 1 down. Next to hit, Jared Young. Out towards right center field. Lamb gets under it. And there's 2 away. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Miguel Batista. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that extends the inning. Back inside Fenway Park. We go to the top of the 5th. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Struck him out swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts. Go ahead run on base. Here's Sean Murphy. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field, Lamb settles underneath it, and that will end the inning. Back now at Fenway, top of inning number 7, Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground.
Nope, that's
and
foul.
That's just foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Leading off, Wilyer Abreu. High fly ball, right field. Lamb should have this one. 1 away. So here's Murphy now. And a 1-2. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. So runner at second, 2 down. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit! Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends. Lamb locks in, tying run on. No time like the present, Singy. This trip to the plate could really shake things up.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are the moments that define a hitter's season. He's got a shot to flip the script right here.
the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The Bo Sox trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A three-run homer, and they jump in front in the ninth. It's 4-2. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
So 2 down. Here comes Corey Seager. The Red Sox down to their final strike. Swung on, popped up left side. Kim under this one. And that'll do it. The Guardians take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb had a sensational showing in the win.
Though they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Charlie Lamb. Foul ball there. Lamb with a homer in his last game. And that one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Nice hit, that boy.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. Anthony Santander knocks one out. His first homer of the year. The Guardians strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Back here in Boston, on to the third inning. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians.
Now, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 1 away. Lamb went deep in his most recent game. Okamoto off of first with 2 away. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And next for the Red Sox, Jared Young.
Here we go, Jared.
Payoff pitch. In the air, right field. Lamb moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Lamb stepping in now. Got the lead, but it's far from safe. He'll try to build on it right here.
Yeah, and you love seeing a team stay aggressive. Don't wait around. Keep applying pressure.
That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wow, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and he's safe.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Ball. That's inside.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Headed for the plate. And they're up by 4.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, and he's out. Lamb stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
Swang and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Arias around third. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw cut off to third. And he's got a 2-run triple.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the 9th.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That one
That's ball
way
3.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And ball
Ball
4
that pitch
to
is
a
out.
board.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
So in now for Cleveland, Spencer Torkelson. The
Ball
changeup
1.
missing. Ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. High fly ball, right field. Lamb under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. The tag's there, and that's the ball game. Lamb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. 3 hits and a couple of runs knocked in.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Lamb stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
Yo, 1. Runner on the move. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Ball 1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu on his way in. And that'll do it. Runner at first with 2 away. Sean Murphy, the next to hit. The 0-2. And there's a hit. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Marcelo Meyer now at the plate. The 0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Lamb under it. Brings it in. One out man at first. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Fly ball to right. Lamb in position. Takes it in for the out. Now it's Corey Seager. And a payoff pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that'll do it. 1 left. Man at first, 1 away. Hit on the ground to short. Seager, the flip. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. The kick and the pitch. Runner
Inside,
goes.
ball 1.
There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. That one misses.
Inside.
Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Laureano comes up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 down at the plate. Caleb Durbin. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. But back in Boston, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Charlie Lamb.
That's a ball.
Up the middle, Seager. in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Lamb digs in, tying run on.
You know, Boog, it gets tense in these late game battles, and it comes down to focus. Can't afford to miss the mistake pitch right here.
In the air out to center. Pulls up on it, base hit. Mullins comes in to score. It's an RBI single. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Johan Oviedo. He was late there, strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Griffin Jacks, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Inside, and that's ball one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a base hit. They're waving Ramirez home. He scores and they have the lead. He's in there. It's 4-2. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And he'll one. In the air, right field, Lamb settles under it. 2 down. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Charlie Lamb. Slider right there. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one missing inside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to.
And a good start to the inning. Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Marcelo Meyer. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb with a good game to help lift them to the win. Had a single and an RBI.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
Charlie Lamb. Fresh. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Two on, 1 out. This one in the air, right field. Base hit into the outfield. Caminero coming home. Fires it to the plate. The tag, and he's out. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. So the Cleveland Guardians are holding their own so far this season. But Singy, that might be below expectations for this group.
Yeah, they had some heavy expectations coming into the year, and so far they've been around the 500 mark. Not exactly lighting the league on fire. It's still early, though, so they've got plenty of time to kick it into high gear and justify those expectations.
That's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and now at the plate, Carson Williams. In the air, right field. And that is that. So the Up the middle, Chisholm. Glove flip to second. A sensational double play. Lamb ready to hit now. Down late. RBI opportunity. And this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boog. Could start writing a whole new story here.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz takes it in for the out. And there's one down. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that is that. Guardians. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Hard hit into the gap. One run will score. Williams headed for the plate. Throw cut off to third. And he's out easily. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. So back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. The Guardians down to their final strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. Kazuma Okamoto digs in for the Guardians. Got him! And that's the ball game. Lamb had a poor showing, needed to do more.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Payoff pitch. High fly ball, right field. Lamb settles underneath it. Makes the grab. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb digs in for the Guardians. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He makes the grab. That is the inning. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. 1-2 now. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. The tag.
Head on the tag.
So 2 down. And the batter now, Jake Rogers. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Out to short. Tosses to first, and that is out number 2. So the Rays batting order turns over. Now it's the DH, Chandler Simpson. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. And caught on the warning track. Here in Cleveland, and stepping in for the Rays, Vinny Pasquantino. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to...
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. That one fouled off. Lamb, a former Gold Glove winner, just 21 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. That clips the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a ground ball to first. That ends the frame. Lamb digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at second. The changeup missing. Ball one. Fights it off. You'll see another. And there's a ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And ball four to a board.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walked out a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball. Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jackson Kowar, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fouled off down the right side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
The Guardians trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away. Emmanuel Telshaw digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. Close, but call the ball. Ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off left side.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open. In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
To first, might be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. So 2 down. Lonnie Nelson getting ready to hit. Smith is just 1 strike away. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb with a mediocre showing in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. 0-1 down. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
In the air, right field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0. So runner at second, 2 down. Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. Man on second, 2 down. No question about this one. It's out of here.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Foul ball. In the dirt, blocked. Swings and misses. Well done behind the dish.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Takes it in. So the Rays batting order turns over. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Come on, Parker.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Lamb settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. Rays 1 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping up for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. Fastball for a strike. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. Swings through that.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. And that one is off the wall. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Ball 1. That's a ball.
And another ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time.
One count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
There's a strike. Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Lamb around 3rd. 1 run is in. O'Neill whips it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Lamb now at the plate as he swings through strike one. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Simpson takes it in for the out. 2 away now. 1 down. And here is Chandler Simpson. In the air right field. Lamb takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Angel Martinez. The 0-2. In the air right field. 1 away. And now it's going to be Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. And that's way high. And it's 1-1. There's the strike. That one outside. And that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Gone.
Sometimes
1 out, runner at second. Jake Rogers next to him for the Rays. That one ripped. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Rays, Angel Martinez. This one in the air right field, and it falls. So now back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. Henriquez is just 1 strike away. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Lamb could have done a bit more to help them out.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Charlie Lamb, just about ready to go. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Charlie Lamb. The 0-2.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he's...
And that'll do it. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. In the air, right field. 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Gonzalez to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Ball inside.
The Guardians with the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Reynolds on the run. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Lamb now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Here comes the 0-1. Jimenez, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Puerto Rico. The 0-2 gets him to chase after that one. Up with it, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're...
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And the Guardians with 1 out left. Laureano comes up to hit. 1 for 3. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that is out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Jimenez is just 1 strike away. Got him! And that is the ball game. Lamb had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
just about ready to roll. Brian Reynolds here. High fly ball, right field. Lamb on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One out man at first. Digging in, Nick Gonzalez. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's 2 away. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3. First and second, 2 outs. Nick York, the next Pirate to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right side. And that's the 3rd out. Pirates. Runner at second, 2 down. Ripped to short. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Jason Dominguez. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. Out of here!
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Gone!
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Lamb at the plate now as he chases after that one.
That was straight queso right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Slice to right. That's out number 2. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Line drive. This one looks like trouble. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Here's the left fielder, Trey Morgan. This one in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. Runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Out. So 2 down. Down the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. This could end it. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him.
Up next for the Pirates, Noah Miller. Man at second. Up the middle, Bazzana. Throw to first.
No, he's out.
And the Guardians even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.